Audio Jungle.
JRJC, we're about 3 minutes from the open. The stock is still about 50% higher than it was yesterday, and that's huge. It was almost about 60% up, and I'm gonna watch this one at the open for a breakout or a breakdown, and again just try to play the bounce. So it looks like this one's heading down. I mean, it just lost 25 cents in a minute. But I've seen this before at the open where it'll do a quick sell-off and then it'll bounce. And that tricks a lot of people into thinking that this is just going down, and it gets all those shorts stuck as it makes another run, within the first 30 minutes of the open. So I'm going to keep a close eye on this one. I'm not bullish or bearish on this one. I think it can go either way. There are quite a few stocks moving today, though. There are quite a few stocks that are up pretty big that need to come down that a lot of people will be focusing on. So I don't know if this one's going to have everyone's eyes on it or not. But being the number one gapper, it's definitely got a lot of attention this morning. And this one is up on earnings. And that's pretty normal for a stock to rise like this. But JRJC is a stock that's very well known to a lot of traders. So, okay, it's now open, and just gonna watch it here. And I'm gonna let this one play out for a couple of minutes, because again, I really don't know which way it's going. My guess is it's going down, but I don't want to be too quick to make that decision, because there are a lot of people that think it's going down, and when a lot of people start thinking it's going down, that's when it starts going up. Okay, so it's at that 650. Okay, so it just broke through. That's a real bullish sign if it can break through that $half or whole dollar amount. But if it can't hold those highs, then it's coming back down, but we'll see here. And it looks like this one has the most relative volume this morning. It's only traded 700,000 shares, which is kind of, I don't know, that seems a little weak to me. Because normally, you're looking for stocks to trade about 2 or 3 million before the open. So I think this one is a little bit weak. I'm going to let it do 1 or 2 more moves, and then I'm going to go short on this one. If it can get back up to that 650 level and not hold again, I'm definitely going short there. So it just touched that 650 again. And even though it's got the highest relative volume for stocks under $10, the volume just really isn't there. So now's about the time where all those people that went short thinking this one was over, they're all getting stuff right now. So that's all those people that thought it was going short or thought it was going down. So now is about the time, once it gets to about that 670 level, now you've got the bulls that are thinking, okay, if it can get up to 80 or 90, it's definitely going to break through the $7 mark. So now it's got the attention of other traders that are looking for it to break 7. And again, this is a real popular name. It's a stock that's traded, that's mentioned a lot. So it's definitely on everyone's radar. And now's one of those times where you just stay out of its way. It's in an uptrend. It's up a lot. So you just stay out of its way until it shows you that it puts in a high and then it's having trouble putting in a second new high. I think that might be a good place for me to go short on this one. And for those who might be wondering, why don't you just get a position and go long on this? This stock is almost 50% up from yesterday. I mean, that's a lot. So this thing can break down at any minute. And like they say, the bulls take the stairs and the bears just jump out the window. So when this is ready to drop, it's going to drop quick. Okay, so it's back to that 650 level. And my guess is it's going to hang out right around that level for a little bit. And I just have this feeling that this one's not quite done. Because the obvious thing right here is to say, okay, the stock's up 50%. You need to short it because it's coming back down. Because it is coming back down. But just waiting for some kind of confirmation to really let me know that it's going to come back down. And it's still hanging out at that 650 level. So now it's starting to put in lower highs on the 1 minute chart. And I used to just jump into trades, you know. If I had like a thought that, oh, I know this one's going down, I just jump into it. But the problem is that I always get taken out because the stocks are going to go up and down. So I'm just being patient these days and waiting for the right moment to go in. So the volume is really starting to dry up. It looks like 132,000 here, 65,000. 40. So the interest in this one is really starting to dry up. And again, that could be because there's really, I mean, there's a lot going on today. This is not the only thing on everyone's radar. Yeah, it's beginning its process to drop. Okay, I'm going to go short right here. Try to get filled right here at this 640. See if I can get filled, because then I can use 650 as my stop. Let's see here. And okay, I just got filled. It's a very small position, but I got filled at 640. And I'm kind of afraid that now that I just got in, I'm afraid that I just bought the bounce. At this point, I'm guessing that if it cannot get back up and break that 650 level, it's just going to continue its way down. It's still up about 40% over yesterday's close. Okay, here we go. And I'm going to be looking to take profits on this one at 15 cents. Yeah, so at this point it's in a downtrend, so I'm kind of considering adding at this point. But it's still, we still have another 15 minutes, and there's a possibility that it could bounce because you got a lot of guys that are going short into this, and a short squeeze would take all these guys out in an instant. Okay, here we go. Here we go. And actually, I think this one's just going to keep going, so I'm going to let this one run a little bit. And I need to make a mental note here. The next time that a stock is up about 50% on earnings, and it gets about 20-30 cents away from breaking a whole dollar amount, just go in with a small position, because if I could have got in at like the 670, I mean, that'd have been a really nice trade. And we're going to move this down. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and try to get out at 625. Because this thing could, I mean, there's a possibility it could bounce, and when it does, it's going to bounce quick and take out all these shorts. All right, come on, you can do it. You can do it. Got an order to cover at 625. Here we go. Come on. All right, there we go. I'm out. That was a really nice gain. Now that I took the profit, now this thing's going to probably drop like a brick, but at this point I don't care because I made a little money on this one, so that's it. I'm done watching this one. There's a bunch of other stuff I want to watch now, so that's it for this trade. Thanks for watching.